Welcome back, Tutti Frutti. You looking for an old season? I've got an old season right here. You ready for it? Yeah, check it out. There you go. There you go. It's going to be one hell of a party, just you and me. Now, of course, baby dolls, I'm going to show you this Uncle Bobby Loukas post. Bitcoin dominance has very likely topped and in decline given this chart and 4-year cycle positioning. The challenging part is that I think altcoin winners will be far more selective this time, focusing on fewer names that have attention and well-performing alt-BTC trends established. Do you want to know what's something interesting? He thinks like, oh, whoever gets more attention wins. But actually, Uncle Bobby, maybe because he hasn't thought about it enough, maybe he's just not poor enough because he's too rich. Bitcoin wins the attention game as well. Bitcoin is the first, basically it's like the Bible of altcoins and crypto, right? It's the first cryptocurrency. So it's all about network effects. Network effects is attention because everybody thinks they have to stay there, right? And there being the digital city. So he has the Bitcoin dominance chart. Uncle Bobby uses like a 10-period moving average for the months. This is the first time, friends, that Bitcoin dominance has closed under this 10-period MA, which is right here. First time it's actually closed a month under. He's pretty much saying, oh, the trend might have reversed on here. Don't know how low it's going to go. Everyone wants 40%. I don't know if we're going to get it first wave. I feel like we get 50 first time. Everyone says it's over. And then something happened and we had wave 2. That'll be beautiful if we get that. I don't know if we're going to get that. No one knows. All right. No one knows. Don't hold our feet to the fire. You got to be taking profit along the way. You have to be just selling on green candles. That's actually what's going to happen out here. Okay. None of this is guaranteed because crypto is risky as hell. Thank you to Baby Doll out here. It's time for you to believe in something. I like this. That's awesome, man. That's awesome ASMR. Now, friends, obviously, old season coming out. Old season. Been talking about this forever. Yeah, but none of it really matters because we need the business cycle up. Also, just to show you, friends, just how, how fickle, man, the crowd is. Look at a SOL-ETH going down, 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 down. What's going to happen, friends? I feel like all these top signals, SOL was meant to top out here. Okay, but because it had an artificial push up and everyone thought, that's the toughest part, friends. When something's expensive, if there's something that forces it to stay expensive a little bit longer, the reversal is so much harsher on the downside because you let too many more weak hands join when you should have been rinsing. So for example, there were people who sold their Ethereum to buy soy up here when really in another alternative universe, it was meant to top out maybe like July 2024. It was meant to top out around here, maybe come back down and then have a nice healthy reset. But it didn't. We got the scenario where it kept running up. Why? Ethereum third cycle curse. It is what it is, right? It's just Soylana won the unicorn feature round of the Bitcoin halving year at the time. Let's play some PumpFun music. You're welcome. Deal with it. Deal with it. That's what we're here to say. Also, friends, don't try to call the top, dude. Just forget it. Literally forget it. You got a president, bro. It's literally crime season. Okay. Don't even think about trying to call the top anytime soon. So many people are going to get it wrong. Let them get it wrong, by the way, because I'm going to say, it doesn't look like it's going to be the top because like 50,000 people are trying to tell us it's the top, okay? The tops are made off euphoria, friends. Bull markets, remember, friends, bull markets are born on depression. They grow on skepticism, which is climbing the wall of worry, and they die off... They die of euphoria. They die when you've been dreaming about this. That's when you die, friends. You die of euphoria. Okay? That's how bull markets die. There are people already trying to make top signal threads out here on the whole market right now. Check it out. I'm still holding, believe in something. So here's Anteater. He goes, I'm compiling a thread of actual top signal tweets. He goes, I was way too early with the last one. So he's actually serious, man. I thought it was joking. No, friends. It's kind of like, I completely underestimate how far we've come along our journey sometimes. I look back, I'm like, man, there's no way these people are like calling the top and stuff out here. Yeah, they are. They are. Of course they are, right? It's because I'm here 18 hours a day. A lot of these people, friends, as well, they're going to be wrong. Here we go. Look at this. This guy shows, this is the saddest part as well, by the way. He shows Ethereum, so you can't click on this thing. Ethereum flips MasterCard, right, in 520 billion. He got a top signal. Are you serious, man? Ethereum flipping MasterCard. Ethereum should be 10 times bigger than Master Trash. Ethereum should be 5 trillion market cap, let alone 520 billion, which it is right here. He also has another top signal here. $2 billion of convertible bonds extends crypto fundraising. That is not a top signal whatsoever. That's a bull market higher low signal. Then he goes, number 3, Ethereum is doing double the trading volume than the 2021 top. Yeah, that's because the total market cap is bigger, Habibi. That's why. Okay, so, you know, it is what it is. You want to know, friends, you want to see real top stuff? I've given it to you, bro. Let's see real top stuff. Here you go. Sommi's exotic top signal list. Right here. So these are the red ones haven't hit yet. Okay, they have not hit. US Congress banning stocks. Ty Lopez returning. Jim Cramer turning bullish. I mean, mega bullish. I mean, like, I don't know what it's going to be, but, you know, never know, friends. Maybe Bitcoin tags 220K and he says, yeah, Bitcoin's going to straight 400 by the end of the year. Maybe he says that January next year. And we're like, okay, that means we're not going to go up 2x. We're going to go down 2x. But we haven't got there yet. We'll see. Coinbase #1 app store ranking. A meme coin hits 100 billion market cap. That's going to be great. Public ICO raising $1 billion. I mean, we haven't hit there, but, you know, PumpFun did $600 million raise in 10 minutes. So we definitely know we're getting that. NASDAQ launches a crypto index. MicroStrategy's NAV turns negative. So they don't all have to hit. None of them really have to hit. It's just something to think about. They're real top signals. They are like absolute top signals. Also, there's another one, friends. Remember, I made my special videos here for you. At the end of 2021, Meta 4 took out a loan on their CryptoPunks. Well, they gave out a loan. I think they took out a loan on their CryptoPunks, which is the NFTs. They'd ran up 100x in the year, and they were able to get a loan off that. So you never know, man. Maybe a treasury company buys like Pepe or something, and Pepe runs up, and then they get a loan on it or something. You never know. You never know. Something out there where people get loans on this stuff. You know, we'll see. And we're live. Welcome to the crypto bull market. Big up and then big down. This is Victor. Thank you very much for this picture, sir. You got a very, very nice, cute doggy out here watching me on the screen. That's beautiful. Friends, show me and tag me where you guys watch me. Man, that'd be really funny if you guys like show me in the shower or something. I'm like, hey, I thought I locked the door. That'd be funny. Also, friends, here is me and Eric Wall. Thank you to Mr. Sommi fan tokens communities out here. This is me and Eric at the top left, getting oily together. Don't tell Udi, he'll get jealous. Udi, it's just Photoshop, bro. I'm not touching your boyfriend. See, it's Photoshop. You see that? I don't wear necklaces like that. Mine are a bit more loose down there. Okay, so I'm gonna back off. Look, and by the way, in our photo shoot, I am not touching him. I've kept my hands to myself, so don't get Udi upset. Now, PulseChain, friends, is 20x away from reaching Eric Wall's the betting price. You know, we had the bet with KDP and Lady Habib. I've also shared as well, I wasn't joking, if I was going to pay someone 50 grand, which they each owe him, I'd throw a punt. I'd throw $300 into pDAI. That gives you 50,000 pDAI, and I'll take the punt. Maybe it gets to $1, maybe it doesn't. That's what I'll do. Not financial advice. Might go to 0. But that's why it's worth a lottery ticket to me. So we're 20x away from the Eric Wall bet price. When do you think we'll get it, friends? Do you think we'll get it this year? Do you think some people say we'll never get it? I hope we get it. We're going to manifest it. Something also to think about, friends. We've got to play some angel music just to interlude. Smooth and seamless. Just swimming and swimming and swimming. Okay, now, who's going to be the final boss? Right here, friends, we have a final boss. You see out here, you got the flares, got the green candles of the lair. He's sitting on the altar out here. So we have a final boss. I wonder who's gonna be the final boss. You know, is it gonna be Major Loser Powell? I wonder who it's gonna be in the end of the bull market, where we finally get Powell to capitulate at the end, at the very, very end. That'll be great if we can get something like that. We've rinsed so many weak hands. The true test will come when we break the back of the 4-year cyclers. It's a believer's cycle. So, yes, that's true, friends. You all know it. I know it. We all know it together. There's one model left to break. It's the 4-year cycle. And they all want to sell in October. So that's why I've just, said, look, man, we've seen this before, friends. Remember, it happened earlier this year. Everyone wanted to sell in June this year. So what did the market do? Before we got to June, we dumped all the way earlier. Do you see that? Everyone wanted to sell here at 150K. Instead, they all got brought forward and they started dumping here at literally 76,000 with Uncle Bobby and others. They sold a third of their BTC. Do you remember that? Well, maybe all the 4-year cyclists think, hey, October's going to be my chance to sell at like 180K. But what ends up happening is we go up And maybe in October, we're crashing down here and they sell down here again. Maybe that's what happens. And hopefully we go up, believe a cycle, we rinse them out. That's usually what happens, you know. We bring forward a bit of the sellers and we continue on from that. Richard Hart has done an ominous, mysterious tweet about locks. I can visually hack the lock on some luggage just by looking at it. What does it mean? I have absolutely no idea. Everyone's got their theories and the numbers. They're multiplying the numbers and yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you again to Mr. J Plush. I showed you this before, friends, but this is the chart of the NAV of MicroStrategy. This is the Bitcoin value on their balance sheet. It's around 1.5x. You never know, man. It might just run out of buyers at the end. We'll see. So we'll be watching all of these. Something to just, you know, just observe as the bull market plays out. PulseChain, friends, must rally 8x to be break even from day one ICO price. Must rally 8. That's against Bitcoin. So the Pulse BTC. So you get back your BTC value to break even from 4 years ago, more than 4 years ago, if you rally 8x. To get the Ethereum value back, you only got to rally about 4.3x. Why? Because Ethereum, ETH-BTC went down, okay? So pretty much, if selling PulseChain under 4x SAC price is a loss. Pretty much. Anything you sell is a loss. So hopefully we pump much higher. A lot of people have done like these cute like cope messages. They go, oh, I'm not in a loss. I DCA bought. Yeah, but yeah, most people, they don't like that gaslighting. Because what it means is now people have to like look at you and they can't trust you. You're some sort of like chameleon, deception, liar. That's how people interpret you. They go, well, I literally can't trust this person. Are they going to give me a bad deal and then gaslight me later and go, no, I actually gave you a good deal. So that's why most people don't like it. By the way, you shouldn't go offside from your day one entry. You're literally as much of a believer as you get. But it is what it is, right? That's what we all know it, right? I mean, Ethereum, friends, Ethereum's ICO was 31 cents. It went up in its first cycle, never went offside, 4,500x. Pretty much most things that you know around, nothing ever went offside from the ICO price. But with PulseChain, because we raised our money at the very, very top of 2021, we were the top signal, especially PulseX. Yeah, that's the price we paid. So you probably learned that now. No matter what happens, you probably don't want to touch anything. Like you're new, friends. PumpFun ICO, you need to stay far away from that because you're like, because it just gave you like, you know, PulseChain vibes all over again where everyone's going to get wrecked. Here is the PumpFun ICO. They're trying to inject money back in. And it's going to get dumped down. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you ahead of time, it will get dumped down. Okay. All these people, they want to sell a break even here. Everyone's offside. Every interview I see from LA Vape Cabal, they're all stuck long. They're all stuck on, they want to get out. These people can't hold for shit. Okay. Of course they're going to get out. And what you actually see is even though they try to inject money into the chart, it doesn't work. Because we've seen this happen before, man. When a market doesn't want to go up, it doesn't want to go up. And why, friends? Why is that? Well, you've seen it on the SOL-ETH ratio. Money is leaving the chain. It is bleeding and bleeding and bleeding out. The only way everybody wins is when you have the Ponzi stuff of everyone rising, which is here. That's when everyone's winning, when the ratios are going up. When the ratio is going down, it's showing you money's leaving and exiting out, and people start cannibalizing each other. Don't forget, friends, if you're in crypto, pivot to the highest value of friendship. Click follow, like, and subscribe. Also, feel free, if you see me bust, I don't know, maybe my follower or sub counts, I don't know, maybe start seeing 100,000 or something. Just, I don't know, start taking profit. Start taking profit. You don't ask anybody for permission. Like, you know, you're like, if there's a lot of people, friends, and probably, yeah, it's going to be a sad day, man. We're going to start seeing a lot of entitled people come. But, you know, it's, what can we do, man? What can we do? We're going to win the tug of war. And they realize, oh, should have been buying and believing something. Crypto to 10 trillion, but only for the believers. The cheat. Pathetic. Many people are like that. The cheat. They're rotating the road. See, it's funny. They don't call themselves cheats, but you're a cheat. They go, no, I wasn't cheating. I was just rotating to this other coin that's moving. You're a cheat. See, I don't have a crystal ball to show you where you land in 4 years doing your trash strategy. I don't. No one does. If we did, no one would actually cheat. Okay? But what gives us opportunity in markets is that, you know, prices go down, people cheat, we all call them pathetic, and then you get the market note. You go, we'll see where you are in a few years. How's your cheating going? Look at XRP, man. from 50 cents popped up to $3, 6x. Imagine it goes to $10, man. That would be a 20x return for believing. And it literally sat at 50 cents for freaking forever. They deserve it. I wonder if Bitcoin can hex the better Bitcoin. I wonder if that's funny, friends. For Freudian slip, I called hex Bitcoin. Wow. There can only be one better Bitcoin. You understand? One hex. You'll see it. You'll see it. It's kind of funny, man. Whenever I do that poster here, there's always like a Bitcoin Maxi comes out, and they try to show that, and I'm like, yeah, it's cheap. Duh, yeah, it's cheap. I buy lows, you buy highs. Yeah, but it doesn't hit them because Bitcoin dominance has been going up forever. Okay, it's time for you and me to lock in forever, friend. Lock in and send us higher, deep into these eyes. SPX 6900, all the meme coin SuperCycle stuff. Friendly reminder as well, friends. This is general whispers from the crowd. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Bitcoin maxis, they're starting to enter a state of cope, right? You want to know why? Most of them, friends, see, they've been fading Ethereum for a long time. So the thing is, right, I was surprised. Like, who gives a crap about this shitty little Ethereum move? This is nothing, okay? And I've noticed a lot of Bitcoin maxis, like, you know, you got Uncle Bobby, you got all the other YouTubers as well. All the Bitcoin maxis pretty much, they're like, oh no, like, this is going up, but don't worry. Like Samson Mao, who said, oh no, they're trying to pump and dump on you. And I'm thinking, dude, this is the tiniest little move. What are you worried about? But I remembered. Okay, oh, wait a minute. These people, friends, they didn't come in 2021. Okay? They're like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, coming at the gym, I'm coming while driving, I'm coming while I'm on my skateboard, I'm coming everywhere, okay? I'm coming when I'm pumping weights. Remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger scene? Well, friends, they did not come or arrive in 2021. They came earlier. So they got to see Ethereum BTC do this big move and that big move, all right? Where they literally get obliterated. It's like their brain's like, no, not again, not again, not again. Okay, but because they have so much Bitcoin, they don't really care. But now they're just posturing to everyone out here saying, no, Ethereum's a pump dump, everything's trash. Don't worry. Smart contracts are definitely not the future. Everybody will just hold Bitcoin. Fiat governments, which is pretty much literally everyone in the world, they're definitely not going to choose the StableCoin SuperCycle chain. No. They're going to change their ways and they're definitely going to pay off the debt just by holding Bitcoin. Yeah, man, you believe your own Kool-Aid, man. So they know, friends, see this move in Ethereum. Everyone knows, man. Ethereum could easily do this. Easily. Even if it's going to top out here, you got to think about it, right? They will be literally, friends, this is the funniest part. Friends, like Udi, everyone said Ethereum is going to zero from here. Okay? Not just like, oh, bottom signal. No. Like they actually said, no, it's actually going to zero. You lost all your value. Friends, even, this is Matthew Cratter, Bitcoin Maxi, who sells trading courses, funny enough. He said Ethereum holders are going to make good toilet cleaners. Oh, man. Like, it's just funny, man. Like, you guys are great signals. That's all I'm saying. Like, this thing's going to go up. It's going to go up to a 200% move, and then we're going to get here. And what they're going to do is then they're going to show the full chart, and they're going to go, no, you're still down all this move from the whole way. But guess what, friends? If ETH-BTC gets here, ALTSEASON's going wild in many places of crypto. That's the advantage we get from taking more risk, going further out the risk curve before everybody else. But for you and me right now, we're still in the driver's seat. We're still in the rocket seat, holding and waiting. Now, please proceed to the next window and pay over there. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon. Whee!